All right, caller, you're live. The phones are lit up. I guess Bakari got you guys going. What's on your mind, 610? What's your name, comment, and or question?
Hello, my name is Jasmine, calling from Pennsylvania. Number one, I just want to say that I completely agree with you on Obama not being a progressive. He's definitely a moderate.
Mm-hmm.
I think their ideology of what a progressive is, both his and Hillary Clinton's, differs from what us as millennials or more progressive liberals would think. Obama being the first black man to be the president, Hillary Clinton to be the first woman to be the president or nominated for the presidency. Those are very progressive ideals, but I think in our generation, a more progressive stance would be more of a democratic socialistic society.
Yep.
They don't see it that way. They see it as a progressive opposed to a conservative.
Yep,
and
exactly.
really, we're farther than that.
Yeah.
Number two, with Bakari, what is it? Bakari Sellers?
Bakari
I'm
Sellers.
not
Bakari
sure.
Sellers.
Okay. Number one, with the chip, I thought that was very disheartening. If that's the only thing that he can come up with, the children wouldn't have needed chip if they had their fathers in their home.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's unfortunate. With Flint, Hillary was there. She did go. She did talk. I didn't hear read any article or hear anyone say anything about her Clinton Foundation donating or putting together a coalition of people to fundraise for any of the families in Flint, which would have been, I think, very good in, the Americans' eyes. Two more points. Sorry. The super predators, when she said that, when I heard that clip, I'm only 30 years old. I'd never heard that before until this election cycle. Right then and there, when I heard the super predators comment, I was done. I could not support anyone who would ever say children and super predators in the same sentence.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And with Bakari, it's kind of hard, I think, with the, cushier corporate Democrats who are very different from the paycheck to paycheck Democrats.
Yes.
We're struggling, and Bernie Sanders has a platform with things that he's going to do, raising the minimum wage, universal health care, no more school loans. That will actually help us. Hillary has no plans. What is she going to do? I still have no idea what her policies and how will they affect me directly with my life.
Thanks so much for the call. You had made some great points. And the thing that stands out the most of what you said is the difference economically between the Democrats that are okay and the Democrats that are not, the left-leaning people who are not. I think that's a great distinction. And in fairness to the conversation, we didn't even get a chance to go into that, right? We only had 20 minutes. And I want to tell you, just from a media perspective, I want you to see we actually took way more time than we allotted. We said 20 minutes, ended up being like 35 minutes. We took way more time. And do you realize that we did not even skim the surface of the things that we should have been debating? And when you see these conversations on CNN, they're literally like, I mean, I've only done one, right? So I'm not an expert, but I can tell you, they're literally, you have 20 seconds to make your point, and then you might get 2 points in there, and then that's it. Right. And then after that, it's over. Nothing that you watch in the mainstream media is sufficient to form an opinion. Damn, that's a quotable tweet. Somebody tweet that out. Nothing that you watch in the mainstream media is sufficient enough to. I have been joined by the fabulous. I see you, Noah. I see. I like what you're wearing. What brand is that? What kind of shirt?
It's a Millennium Falcon shirt.
That is.
And, I'm rolling with the 80s kid thing. Han Solo, never tell me the odds.